Namaskar everyone. The topic of the day is Parihara Vishaya and Kala, which is the continuation of Basti chapter in this Panchkarma series. The meaning of Parihara Vishaya means all the precautions. All the precaution patient has to take and physician has to explain to patient during the whole procedure and even after the completion of the procedure. These are the precautions which has to be followed strictly. And next point is time. For how long patient has to follow it after the completion of treatment. So according to Acharya Charak, which is explained in Charak Siddhisthan first chapter 54 shloka, it says it should be in Duiguna Kala. Means if treatment is given for 16 days, for example, if Niruha Basti is given for 16 days, then Parihara Kala should be for 32 days. So that is Duiguna Kala, means it should be just to double. So that is according to Acharya Charak. According to Acharya Shushruta, he said it should be 1 month, or he has given another option, or till the patient get his mental and physical strength. So according to Shushruta, it is 1 month and till the patient get his mental and physical strength. But according to Acharya Charak, it was Duiguna Kala, just double the time of the treatment. Okay, so these 2 points you have to remember. Okay, now what are those precautions which you have to tell to your patient and patient has to follow? They are 13 in number. Before that, there is one point I want to add here. That is, Acharya Shushruta said one thing, that during the whole procedure, you should observe the digestive system, digestion process of the patient very keenly, because that should not be disturbed. Because in Ajirna situation, if you introduce Basti, that really give amas dosha in the body to patient. Another point he said that the Basti should not Basti should not be given if patient is doing so much Divaswapna. So Divaswapna also should be avoided, means you have to tell to your patient that don't do day sleep. Why? Because when patient sleep during the daytime for 3-4 घंटे के लिए or 3 to 4 hours, it really do mandagni. It slows down the metabolism. So that is the cause behind it. Okay. So let's discuss one by one all the precautions, all the Parihara Vishya. So these are the 13 type of Parihara Vishya which is explained in Charak Siddhisthan first chapter 54 and 55 shlokas explain them. So first is Atyasana, means you have to tell to patient don't sit in a particular position, in a particular posture at one place for a long time. Okay, that should be avoided. The next is Atisthana. Atisthana means standing for a long time. That also you have to tell to patient. These things you have to make patient well aware before starting the treatment only. So he should be mentally prepared for all these situations that he has to follow even after the treatment also. Okay, so standing for the long time is also should be avoided by patient. There is one more thing, Ativacha. There are people, they excessively talk. So you have to tell excessive talk is not required and it should not be done when you are going for the treatment or even after the treatment. Why? Just think why it should be avoided. Write down in the comment box, okay, why it should be avoided. The next is Yana, traveling. You have to tell to patient before only that during the whole process, you are not allowed for the long traveling. He should not leave the city or the place he's staying right now and going for another or doing long traveling, because again that increase vata dosha in body. That is the cause, that is responsible for vata prakopa. So the long traveling is really prohibited. It's contraindicated. So it should be avoided. It should be avoided during the whole process of the Panchkarma. This is not only for the Niruha Basti. Parihara Vishayas should be followed in all the Panchkarma procedures. Okay. And yes, Divaswapna, day sleep should be avoided. And any kind of the sexual involvement should be avoided. You have to tell to patient only. Okay. Then Vega Virodha. There are 13 type of the Vega, natural urges. Patients should attend all the natural urges on time. They should not be postponed or they should not be ignored, because when anyone ignore them or postpone them, they really create problems and complication to the body, which may be related to Vata or vitiation of the any other type of doshas also. And there is one more important thing, that is Shitopchara. Because in summers, people are really prone to go for the really cold water and cold drinks, very cold water, and immediately they take therapies and go into the very chilled temperature. So that should be taken care of. You have to tell to patient, don't you should not forget these things, because people don't know. So there is a need to tell to people, to well explain them what are the things, because if they during the therapy they continue with the cold water, it really create vata, it really aggravate vata dosha in the body. So it should be avoided. Okay, so Vega Virodha and Shitopchar in this slide, 2 points. Next is Atapa. Even patients should not expose themselves to so much heat or too much sunlight also. So that is also one kind of precautions. And another is Shoka. All the problems related to mind, whether it's stress, whether it's anxiety, fearfulness, or worry, or so much sorrow, these should be avoided. So before that, you just need to talk to patient. You need to have some a good counseling. So you should know what is going on, in what phase they are going on, because we will get the people who are coming to manage the stress only, right? So you have to make them understand that during this procedure you should be keep themselves away from the unnecessary argues or anger or situations, which the things which make them really sad. Because what happens when people start feeling so much angry or anxiety, then they are not going to get that much benefit from the therapy. So the benefit will be very low, because in Ayurveda, you all know, when we are working on the body, this is not just a body, this is the combination of the mind and all the senses. So this is the holistic approach, the whole thing is there in body, right? So that is why these things also should be taken care with very with very care and with very attentions. They should not be avoided. So, and yes, the patient should not go any kind of anger. It should be tell to patient before only. So they should be in a right state of mind, in a calm state of mind. Then only this therapy give them so much results, really good results, and results for they are looking for. Okay. Yes. Now there is a two very important topic related to food and dietetics. That is Akala Bhojana. You have to tell to patient the whole list of food what they have to eat and when they have to eat. They cannot eat anything anytime, because the body biological clock, when you are giving these therapies, the body is trying to come into balance. It's trying to come into back to its own prakriti, its own nature. So, and nature and time is in sync together, right? It's synchronized. So you have to tell the patient, eat food on right time. It's not allowed patient is getting up in midnight and start eating something whatever they get. No, this is not okay. This is not good, because it causes Agni Mandita. Ahita Bhojana, unwholesome food, should be avoided. And there is a big list of unwholesome food which is available in that area. You have to make patient well aware about that, and you have to make patient convinced and tell them properly that this is the list of your food. You should not eat them. If you eat them, then these are the consequences you have to face after the treatment and during the treatment. Okay. So what happen if patient involved in these activities? They will involve in these activities when it is not well explained to them. So this is your duty. This is doctor's duty. This is Vaidya's duty, that they have to explain it very properly in detail to all the patients who is undergoing for the Panchkaram therapy or Nirodha therapy. So that is the Parihara Vishaya. Okay. If it is not followed in a right way, then what will happen? What will happen? It will do Agni Manyata, means it will decrease the metabolism of the body will be get low. Agni will be low. Jatra Agni will be low. Dhatu Agni will be low, and they will be Vata Prakopa. So here I want to tell Vata Vriddhi is different and Vata Prakopa is different. So this is the homework number 2 for you. Write down all the Vata Prakopa Lakshanas in the comment box. Okay, everyone has to write down, and I'm going to say it. Okay, so all you just go open your book with reference. I want everyone to open the book and read all the Vata Prakopa Lakshanas. So that's why you can interrelate the things. When these precautions are not followed well, then there are the chances of Vata get Prakupita. Okay, so you should know what are the Lakshanas. And there is a difference between Vata Vriddhi Lakshana and Vata Prakopa Lakshana. So they should avoid these all causes. Why it is important to follow, and because it's really, because when patient is going for the detoxification or Niruha Basti or any Panchkarma procedure, these procedures really work on your whole body. You know, it work on your whole body, in the sense it work on your cellular level, it work on your mind level, it work on your senses level. And when it start changing your digestive powers, it works on your digestion. So that is why it is really important. Why it is important? Because when anyone is going for the detoxification process, any Panchkarma therapy, these therapies really work on their body, mind, senses, and act on cellular level. So something which is happening very deep inside, so that should be in well synchronized and well managed. If it is not, then the patient is not going to get the maximum benefit of it, and sometimes there may be a complications. Okay, and then another point is, during this therapy the joints and ligaments are really soft, so these things should be avoided to do. And another point is, in the gastrointestinal tract, the bladder, all the visceral organs really become empty, because there is an elimination of toxins, there is a amapachana, there is a vitiated cough, and pitta has already came out of the body, and body is kind of empty and clean. Okay, so when this is the situation, so we have to well explain to patient, we have to tell to patient there is importance and there is a need to follow these instructions, whether it's dietetic, whether it's mental hygiene, whether it's a natural hygiene, or whether it's a lifestyle hygiene. Okay, so these are the things patient has to follow, and this is for his wellness only, so that he could get the maximum benefit from the therapies. So that was the today's class. Whatever the homework is given for you, you have to do it and write down in the comment box. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Wish you a happy day and happy learning. Thank you.